Hello and welcome back to Middle School Made Easy. This is day 9 of our summer mini lesson series. I'm Stephanie, a former ELA middle school teacher, and we're going to continue on with the lessons. Yesterday we learned about how to summarize fictional text. So today I thought I'd follow up with how to summarize nonfiction text. So if you remember from yesterday, we used SWOMBAT. Well, that is not going to work. Somebody wanted, but so then that's not going to work for today. Today, we're going to focus on 2 other key elements of a text, the main idea and supporting details. So by the end of this text, you'll be able to identify the main idea, supporting details, and then make those into a summary of a nonfiction text. So let's get started. What is a nonfiction summary? A nonfiction summary is a short explanation of the most important information in the text. It includes the main idea, it includes supporting details in your own words, and it is shorter than the original text. So a nonfiction summary does not include every detail, your opinion, and does not copy the entire text. You got to put it in your own words, friends. And being able to summarize, paraphrase nonfiction text will become important as we get into writing research papers and other essays. The ability to paraphrase will keep you from plagiarizing in the future. So unfortunately, I don't have a fancy name like SWOMBAT for this strategy. It's just main idea plus key detail strategy. Nothing fancy. So when summarizing nonfiction text, ask yourself, step 1, what is the text mostly about? This becomes your main idea. Step 2, what are the most important details? Okay. And then those will become your supporting details. Now, those details need to support the main idea. And then step 3, we put all of that together to create a summary of the most important, the main idea, and the key supporting details. Now, I know I just made that sound simpler than you might think it is. So we're going to do an example together. Let's look at the text. Why bees are important. Bees play an important role in the environment. As bees move from flower to flower collecting nectar, they spread pollen. This process, called pollination, helps plants produce fruits, vegetables, and seeds. Many foods people eat depend on pollination. Scientists estimate that 1 out of every 3 bites of food we eat is connected to pollinators such as bees. Because of their importance, many communities are working to protect bee populations. So now we are going to model what we would pull out of the text and put in our own words to create our summary. So we'll start off by identifying the main idea. The main idea of this passage is bees are important because they help plants grow and produce food. So now we need to go find important supporting details. So some supporting details from the text would be bees spread pollen between flowers. Pollination helps plants produce fruits, vegetables, and seeds. Many foods depend on pollination, and communities are working to protect bees. Now, taking that main idea that we found and those supporting detail phrases, we'll put all of that together in our own words to create a summary. Bees are important because they help pollinate plants. Pollination allows plants to produce fruits, vegetables, and seeds that help people rely on food. Because bees play such an important role to the environment, many communities are working to protect them. Notice that I include only the most important information. I left out extra details and focused on the big ideas. Remember, a strong nonfiction summary includes them. It's thundering and lightning here. Can you hear that? Let me know in the comments, what's the weather like where you are? Remember, a strong nonfiction summary includes the main idea, the most important supporting details, and it needs to be in your own words. We've got to start practicing paraphrasing and putting things into our own words now so that when we get to research projects, we can avoid plagiarizing. You've got to learn to paraphrase. When summarizing nonfiction texts, focus on the big ideas, not every little detail. Thanks so much for joining me. And if you're still here, make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to download the practice sheet that goes along with today. Also, don't forget, never too late to sign up for our Reading Reset course. The Part 2 course will be available within the next 2 weeks. So make sure you get signed up, get started, and you are not going to regret it. 6 days of direct instruction with assessments and reteach for only $25 right now. So go sign up, and I will see you in the next one for day 10.